Alright, it is the morning of the 12th of July. Today is day one. I'm about to get onto the bus to Lindesnes, which is the southernmost point in Norway. I'm packed. I got everything set up. Here, let's have a look at the bike quickly. So, it's a bit hard to see. Got my banana for scale. Everything in the back, including a pack of dry food in case I get really hungry. Managed to pack everything in the frame bag, and I have water and a lot more food than I'll need in general. So I have now made it to Norway's southernmost point. That up there is Lindesnes Fyr, which apparently has some Second World War story to it. I suppose the actual southernmost point is over there somewhere. I think it's actually a pretty good day to start. It was raining a little bit earlier today, but the weather forecast says it's going to be quite a nice day. I do have apparently 4 days of rain ahead after today, but at least today should be good. It's about 80 kilometers, 1,300 altitude meters, and yeah, I'm hopeful that things will go well. I took the bus part of the stretch here. It was quite hilly, lots of sort of small ups and downs, some of them quite steep, so I'm a little worried about the start, but yeah, there's not much to do about it. Now the bus driver was joking, so like, well, are you going to Lindesnes? Or to Nordkapp? And I was like, well, yeah. So I don't know, don't know what to make of that, but we'll see. I've stocked up on probably about 4 kilos of extra weight since my last ride. A lot of that is probably like 3 kilos of food, including 300 grams of instant coffee that my brother sent me from the States, Hikesdown. And yeah, just like a whole bunch of random things, including the 600 grams of oats and yeah, small things like contact lenses and exercise balls and things like that. But yeah, I was actually supposed to pay 120 kroner to get into this area, but I promised the friendly girl at the gate that I'd only stay for 2 minutes. So I think I gotta get going, but wish me luck. All right, I am now 1 hour in. It is a bit past noon on the 12th of July. Yeah, I'd say so far so good. The next part is going to be a little bit challenging. It's up a gravel road. There was an alternative of going down more of a regular road, but yeah, this one was a little bit less steep. A little bit longer, a little bit less steep though. So I'm hoping I'll have made the right choice. But yeah, I think easy does it. Took a quick break to get something to eat, give my legs a short rest, and then I'll continue. So I'm cycling on forest gravel road. Not too bad, but I can definitely feel that the kind of mud is dragging me down a little bit here, but I'm hoping to be out of this fairly soon. So I just ran into a street food festival at 1 o'clock, which was very practical for lunchtime. So rather than having a banana for lunch, I had a duck burger. It was tasty. Sort of want a coffee and a sweet as well, but I figured I'd break up my stops so I can enjoy things throughout the day. 30 kilometers in and 50 kilometers to go. It is banana time. It's now 2:45. I've only done about 44 kilometers out of the 80 kilometers, so I'm a little bit behind schedule. My average speed has been about 15 kilometers an hour, and that's moving speed. I have done around 12,000 altitude meters, so that's definitely been slowing me down. And Norway is nothing but ups and downs and ups and downs, and it's very hard to get any sort of steady pace here. But that's okay. Also started late, so I think that's fine. I'll just get an earlier start tomorrow, but I do think I'll get there by the end of it. I also just did the biggest climb of today. I actually ended up pushing probably for about 200 meters. I think I could have managed, but yeah, I didn't feel the need to. But I did that, and yeah, should be easier from here on. All right, just a quick stop to show you some of the roads. I would have, if I could strap this to my helmet, I would, but it's a bit steep. So this is where we're going down. It's a bit hard to show, but it is pretty darn steep, and this is where we're coming from. So a lot of downhill. Glad I'm not doing this part uphill, but I feel like I've deserved it, or deserved a bit of a break. Sweet, sweet relief. It is finally flat after, I don't know, 65 kilometers of hill. I get a little bit of flat. You have no idea how nice this feels. So finally cruising a little bit, yeah, it's another 10 kilometers or so until the campsite, and then I'll call it a day. Okay, hill approaching, small hill. Yeah, and so much for the no rain that they had told me about today. There's definitely been rain today. I'm gonna go through my first tunnel, and I got my visibility bib. It's a bit of a short tunnel, but I figured better safe than sorry. So, hope the cars see me. So that tunnel was fine, but now I'm getting to a second one that's 780 meters long, and they have, I don't know if you can see it, but it says there's this like cyclist in the tunnel thing. Not sure if it's something I need to activate myself or if it happens automatically. Let's see. Howdy. It is 7:30. I made it to camp. Well, I've been here about 2 hours now. And yeah, I don't know. I'm excited I made it. It went fairly well. I stopped about 8 kilometers short of my actual goal for the day. That was just to get to a campsite where I could, shower and things like that. There wasn't really anything further up. So yeah, I'll do a very quick walkthrough. So that is the campsite over there. It's sort of by a cute little lake. And I have my bicycle. It's unfortunate that I can't really put it, I mean, I suppose I could put it undercover, but it's gonna get wet anyway. And then I have my home, sweet home. The turquoise thing on top there is my towel. Yeah, it's still quite wet, but I'm hoping it'll have dried by this evening. And then I have a cozy little sleeping spot. So I have my fat sort of mattress thing, and then I have all my clothes lined up. My clothes from today drying. This, I got the bikepacking edition of this tent, so it has a little thing for my helmet, and then yeah, some things, well, my stuff. Anyway, there's not a lot of space here, and I also seem to have gotten the wrong footprint. So this is the footprint that goes under the tent to protect the base of the tent, and I think I got it for the last version of the tent, so it just doesn't fit, and they're supposed to, doesn't quite fit, and there's also supposed to the new one sort of goes out a little bit further in the front, so that's a bit of a shame. One of the few things I didn't test before leaving. So let me do a very quick walkthrough of my plans for the evening. So I'll mention I went shopping and I got Eat, which is I think exert in English. I got a beer. I got freeze-dried food, lapskaus, which is I think more or less the only like traditional Norwegian meal, and a little bit of chocolate because I like chocolate. The beer and the protein drink, Yt, was a recommendation from a friend of my dad's, Dag Helene. He said he always stops at the last gas station, grocery store for the day and picks that up. So I thought it was good. Yeah, why not? They only had one of these freeze-dried meals, and the alternative was sardines on tortillas. So I sort of get the sense I'm going to be eating a lot of this specific meal throughout my trip. I really hope it's good. It'll definitely be. Pretty sure I'll see a lot of it. So anyway, I'm gonna fire up the my handy dandy little cooker, which is supposed to weighs nothing and supposed to be very good. Other than that, yeah, I am planning to. I don't have too many plans for the evening, apart from sort of brushing my teeth and all of that, and then get to bed by 10 and then start the day at 6 tomorrow, so I get an early start, unlike today. I have a big day ahead of me. Supposed to do, I think, a bit over 100 kilometers, or maybe just about 100 kilometers, and yeah, I only did about 73 today, so yeah, it was a tough day, but I'm hopeful I'll manage tomorrow.